Namaskaram to everybody here, distinguished guests, His Excellencies, Ambassador of India to Azerbaijan and of Morocco, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and a privilege that I stand before you in accepting this prestigious award from Garshom International, a name that I heard just a few months ago has become a part of our lives for the future. Thank you, Garshom, for this unique Lifetime Achievement Award. When you hear of Lifetime Achievement Award, it signifies it's time for you to retire. But I think I still have some more years of active life in serving society, in trying to help patients recover from, I would say, tragic ailments which affect the brain and the spinal cord, and trying to put a smile on the faces of my patients and their families as they get back. When I took up neurosurgery as a challenge around 35 years ago, it was an alien subject. It was a subject very few people ventured into, especially in India. We had less than 1,000 neurosurgeons for such a big population. But then, as I walked through the training period of neurosurgery, I saw the potential that one's action as a neurosurgeon made a lot of difference to the families. Unfortunately, neurosurgical problems, when they affect us, most patients think that's the end of the world. Because the world comes crashing down when your mental faculties are destroyed, either partly or completely, and the whole family structure collapses. Neurosurgeon's job starts when the other medical specialties have diagnosed that the person has a brain problem. And so the arduous journey of trying to put the neurons back into position, the functions of the brain, myriad as it seems even today in 2022, because we have not explored everything that we know of the brain. We're just on the periphery of the brain. I still think there are lots of things that we need to, as neuroscientists, discover about the brain and the spinal cord. The devastation of a neurological illness is well known to each one of you sitting here, because at least someone in your family definitely had some problems with the nervous system. So this award spurs me to work harder for the society, work harder for the patients under our care, and try and put a smile on the families of those patients that are affected. For the job that I do get paid, but what gives me more satisfaction is to see the patients go back to their families. And that's a tough challenge. A tough challenge working among expatriate population, wherever they are, especially in the Gulf countries. Most of the patients, or most of the people living there, are bachelors or forced bachelors. And so the doctors themselves have to turn into friend, philosopher, and guide, not only for the patient, but also to the family back home. So we made an endeavor in our department to try and reach out to these families, either telephonically or through some other measures, and try and repatriate these patients back home to their families. Because a doctor's job is just not curing the disease. It is trying to connect the family with the patient. And for this, I'm eternally grateful to God for having given me this opportunity, this unique opportunity of trying to put a smile on families' faces. I thank my parents who have guided me and have given me unstinted support in my journey into this very arduous subject. I also thank my wife Prema, who's here, who has stood and is continuing to stand beside me most of the time I am away from home because most of the work that we do springs, curiously enough, on weekends and in the nights. Thank you, Garshom, for this honor that you bestowed upon me. Have a good evening and enjoy the evening. Thank you.